I've just been watching the Fast and Furious movies because I want to watch it before the newest one comes out. Because I just wanted to see if the stories don't fucking connect at all. This shit is fucking they're not chronologically sane. Like, the movies are great. The first 5. Because 6 is when it starts going balls to the wall, all action shit, whatever. But if you watch them, they don't make any fucking sense. Especially starting from 3 to fucking 5. So in 3, Han dies. But he dies at nighttime, and he gets blown up by the Yakuza. You remember that. But then in number 8, he dies again. This time during the daytime, and apparently it's Shaw that fucking kills him. But it doesn't happen that way in the third movie. But then the third movie is actually a prequel. The fourth movie is a prequel to the third movie, and the fifth movie is a prequel to the fourth movie, which is a prequel to the fucking third. That doesn't make sense either, because if you watch the fifth movie, Brian isn't a cop anymore. Which, if it was a prequel to the fourth movie, then he would not be. He was an FBI agent in the fourth movie. And they were drug running, and they were running from the cops there, and that means Hobbs would have been following Dom and them during the fourth movie, but they weren't, because they were in the fifth movie. And the reason I'm saying the fourth one is a prequel to the third one is because Han is in the fourth one, and he leaves the fourth one to go to Tokyo. But remember, Han fucking dies in the third one, so the fourth one has to take place before the third one, because it wouldn't make sense. But then the fifth one takes place before the fourth one, because Han's there too, unless he took time out of his day from Tokyo Drift, which he never fucking does, to go and rob a bank and then just come back with millions of dollars, which he doesn't do. They don't, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck? In my haste and anger, I forgot. They don't rob a bank. They rob a fucking police station. But like I said, it makes no sense because the fifth one takes place literally right after the fourth one. But in the fourth one, Han leaves to go to Tokyo because he literally says, there's some fucked up shit going down in Tokyo. And then he dies in Tokyo Drift. But he doesn't, leave Tokyo Drift ever. He's in Tokyo Drift. And, I guess he could have left Tokyo before Tokyo Drift happens, which means that the fifth movie is actually it takes place before the fourth one, but then in the middle of the third. It makes no fucking bloody sense, man. So Han goes to Tokyo in the fourth movie. So in between that, I guess he comes back to rob the police station, and then he goes back to Tokyo. But that wouldn't make sense because then Han would have millions upon millions of dollars. So then why was he stealing from the fucking Yakuza? Where does $11 million go? So no, it still doesn't make sense. What the fuck? I gotta redo this. I gotta run this in my head. So the first movie is fine. Then the second movie is fine. Then the third movie is great. And then the fourth movie takes place before the third movie. Because Han is alive. And Dom tells him to leave. Because he's on the run. But then he gets arrested at the end of that. Which leads into the fifth movie. Where Han comes back. And helps them rob a police station. But I think it's just Han. These movies would work if they didn't keep trying to add Han in them. I know he comes back alive too, which I'm happy about. He is my favorite character. He's literally the best one. But he is what makes the chronological story of these movies break. It's literally just him. See, everything would work fine if Han wasn't in the fifth movie. The fourth one being a prequel to the third one is fine. That was completely okay. There was nothing wrong with that. Because Han goes to Tokyo. The only thing that makes it an issue is when he comes back in the fifth one, and he robs the police and he gets all the money. Does he go back to Tokyo with all the money and then continue to steal from the Yakuza? Why? Just for fun? Just because he that does fit his character, I guess, but it just makes no sense. What? Why? When? Where? How? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why am I getting so into it? It's not that deep, but it is that deep. I'm invested. Now that I've calmed down a little bit and I've rewatched the videos, I realized I got some things wrong. Because I'm pretty sure he's also in the 6th movie. Because he falls in love with that girl. And then she dies. But then I think that's his reason for leaving. But I think that retcons him in the 4th one. So I think what happened, now that I have a stable mind, is that whole scene from the 4th one where he leaves for Tokyo because because of Dom just goes away. That didn't actually happen. That never did. Because then it would fuck up everything else. So I think getting rid of that scene would fix everything. Either getting rid of that scene or getting rid of Han. You can't get rid of Han because he's so fucking cool and badass and epic. So, like, you can't get rid of him, which is why they bring him back. I don't know how they bring him back. I haven't seen those yet. I haven't seen up to, like, I think 7 or 8. And I haven't seen him in a very long time. So I'm definitely getting my facts wrong. But I don't care. It's hilarious. But yeah, so I think the scene in the 4th one just gets retconned out because they bring him back for the 5th one. So I think that just goes away. I think that's what my thing is here. I think since I just watched the 4th one and then the 5th one, I'm so caught up on like the 4-5 thing. But I think the thing in the 4th one just doesn't happen. Because Dom was on the run in the 4th one, and now he's still on the run now, but he would always have been on the run, so it wouldn't have made sense for Han to leave and then come back to help rob the police station. It just wouldn't work. Because he's only on the run because of what they did. And he's only on the run because of what he did, or what Brian and Mia did at the end of 4. That's why they're in Rio at number 5, and why Han comes to help them and everything like that. Like I said, so it's definitely just Han's character. But, like, that whole scene from 4, I guess, is just retconned. I guess it just doesn't happen. I guess he leaves. Because I think I remember him leaving for Tokyo because of the girl. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and that's. This was so stupid. I should finish watching the movies before I have done this. Rate the first 5 Fast and Furious movies, because I feel like after 5 is the cutoff from when they go from cool car action scenes to just straight weird action scenes that have cars in them. So I'm gonna rate them 1 through 5 of the first 5, and I might do all of them later, because who knows, I might like some of the other ones more than the other ones now, but we're gonna do that. Alright, so clearly number 3 is my favorite. Number 3 will always be my favorite one. I love number 3. It's so fucking good. Tokyo Drift is perfect. It's just a fucking cool action car movie with some weird daddy plot lines going on in the back. And it's about some redneck dude that moves to Tokyo and learns how to drift, and Han's there and he's super dope, and there's a black guy there and he's super dope. And I went way too long. It was just a numbered list, but I want to talk about this. I fucking love the 3rd one. The 3rd one is magnificent in my opinion. It's fucking peak. It probably goes number 3, number 5, because I do like 5. I think 5 is like the Avengers. It sets everything up and then they all come together. 5's like the Avengers. So I think 3, then 5, and then after that it's probably the 2nd one, because I really like the 2nd one. I love Paul Walker and Tyrese Williams, I think his name is. Whoever plays Roman. I love both of them in it. It's so good. And I'm going on way too long. It goes number 3, then it goes number 5, then number 2, then number 1, and then number 4. I honestly don't like 4. 4 is such a drag. Like, it is. I don't like it. I never saw it before. I always mixed up 4 and 5, I guess, because I thought 4 was 5. When I just I've never seen 4. 4 was just one that I guess slipped by me. I'd never watched it. It does showcase Brian and Dom's relationship growing, and I do like that for the concept of it. But other than that, compared to the other ones, in my opinion, it's the worst one.
everything else is such a greater job at doing anything. You know, the fourth one's just kind of there. I do like it, but not as much as the other the other four that I watched.
Say that I was right, okay? I was right. Fast 6 ruined the entire franchise. The only cool things in that movie is that fucking tank scene and the airplane scene. Those are the only things that are good in that movie that get set up. Everything else is bad. Why the fuck does a Mustang stop a tank with a winch? They wouldn't do that.